Did you know that 87% of all real estate agents fail out of the business within the first 24 months? So theoretically speaking, 9 out of 10 people in your real estate class will have failed out of the business within the first 24 months. I have personally outlasted those 24 months and I built a very successful real estate business that continues to grow. But in this video, I want to tell you some of the things that you should be aware of before you start on this journey of becoming a real estate agent. This video is not to discourage you from becoming a real estate agent. In fact, I think being a real estate agent and starting a real estate business is an excellent way to build a business and a great career. In this industry, you have the ability to build something big, something great, and something that, can change your life. But this video, I do want to highlight some of the things and some of the key misconceptions and some of the main reasons that people fail. So I wanted to title this video, Don't Become a Real Estate Agent If. Now, the ifs are going to be the things that cause these people to fail. And if you identify with some of these things, you might want to rethink getting into real estate and maybe you want to do something else. So let's dive into it. Number one, you're not a self-starter. So if you get into real estate, you're going to have to be a self-starter. Unlike a 9-to-5 job, you don't have a boss. You don't have a manager that's looking over your shoulder every hour or two saying, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. And because of that, it causes a lot of agents to become relaxed and they think that they can just go and do whatever they want. And the truth is that they can. They can structure their day in any way that they want. The reality of it is though, a lot of agents structure their day that's not productive and ultimately it ends up not being profitable. And then as the months tick on, they start to wonder, why don't I have any deals? Why don't I have any clients? And why don't I have any closings? And it's simply because they don't know how to manage their day and be a self-starter because they've always worked in a 9-to-5 job where somebody was bossing them around and telling them what to do. So becoming a real estate agent, if you're a self-starter, can be one of the greatest things. But if you're not and you need someone to look over your shoulder every day and tell you exactly what to do, this business might be challenging for you. Number two, you're simply not committed. I see that most agents that come into this business that have the attitude that they're just like, hey, I'm gonna try this out, see how I do, and maybe it will work or maybe it won't. Those agents tend to fail. This business is hard, this business is competitive, and this business has, so many different agents going after the same deal. And if you're not committed, you're never gonna put the time in to become the expert. And if you're not the local expert, you're not gonna get the deals. Because let's face it, this is the biggest purchase of somebody's life. And if they're gonna put it in your hands, they wanna make sure that you're committed and that you're there 24/7 to assist them and guide them in the right direction. So if you're not committed and you're not gonna commit 110%, then I would highly suggest that you look somewhere else. Number three, the lack of persistence. So this industry is very difficult. And when you first get started, it's oftentimes the most difficult time because you don't have past clients. You don't have people that are referring you. And ultimately, most people don't even know that you're selling real estate. So you're gonna have to be very persistent and you're gonna have to get after it and you're gonna have to stay after it. And what I mean by that is you're gonna have to stay on the phone a lot. You're gonna have to do a lot of cold calling when you first start and you're gonna have to get your brand out there and you're gonna have to do it in a way that's consistent and you're gonna have to be persistent when things get tough because they will get tough. This industry is really difficult and you're going to be competing with a lot of agents, and a lot of the agents that you're competing against have experience and they have years in the industry. So when things go bad and you lose a listing or a buyer decides to go with another agent, things can get tough. And when you're putting all this effort in and you're spending all the time, it can get really frustrating and it can be a tough time in your career. So you need to be persistent and you need to proceed through those tough times and ultimately get to the other end of that, which is success. And even the most successful agents that have outlasted those 24 months and they've been in the business many years, they still have tough times. And when things get tough, you have to get tougher in this business. and you have to, double down on your effort, because this business can be very, very difficult at times. And sometimes you're going to have really good months. Other times you might have really bad months, but you have to persist and stay consistent through those tough times. Number 4 is you're a know-it-all, and know-it-alls in this business don't do well. If you think you know it all from day one, you probably don't, because there's been people I've talked to in this industry that are experts that sell hundreds of homes per year, and the first thing they'll tell you is they don't know it all. They're running into new things and new situations every single day, and you have to develop a student's mentality. And if you first get your license and you come into the business as a know-it-all, you probably won't get very far, because there's so many different things to learn in this business. And if you shut yourself down as soon as you get licensed and think that you know everything, you're gonna miss all the important data that's gonna make you successful. So the most important thing to do when you first get licensed is take a step back and dive into the books even more, because I promise you, even the most experienced agents don't know it all. And if you develop a student's mentality, your chances of succeeding in this business go up tenfold. Number 5, you're looking for shortcuts. In this business, there are no shortcuts. And if you're gonna look for shortcuts and try to be unethical, this business is probably not for you. The first reason is being unethical in this business will simply get your license revoked. Number 2, even if you get lucky and your license doesn't get stripped, the word around town will get around so quick, and people likely won't use you to buy or sell real estate, and you're gonna end up going broke anyway. So don't be unethical in this business. It does not pay. Do things the right way, do things ethically, and do things that are gonna benefit your clients and be in their best interest. If you do that, you're gonna win on a big level, but if you don't do that, you're gonna lose really quickly. So I didn't wanna make this video to discourage you. Becoming a real estate agent is one of the most profitable businesses that you can start, especially with such a low barrier to entry. So if you are a go-getter, if you're ambitious, if you want to stop working a 9-to-5 job and become your own boss, and you can stick to a schedule and be consistent and be committed, this industry can do so many different things for your life, and it can make so many positive changes to your life. But do it for the right reasons, and make sure that you know what you're getting into, and make sure that you're willing to put the hard work in to become a success. I hope you liked this video. If you did enjoy the video, please smash the like button and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel, and I look forward to the next video. Have a good day.